Welcome to today's Parent Chat. My name is Rihanna Redmond. I'm an infant and early childhood mental health consultant at Children's Resource Center in Bowling Green. Today's Parent Chat topic is the social emotional benefits of reading with children. So, reading with children builds protective factors for resilience. So, reading with children can increase their initiative, attachment and relationships, and their self regulation, and it can decrease behavior concerns. So the strategies that I'm going to share today are from the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children from the DECA. And these strategies, again, can help to build attachment relationships, self-regulation, initiative, and decrease behavior concerns. So this first strategy here is called connecting rituals. And this is creating intentional opportunities for children to build those trusting relationships with caring adults, and by incorporating these rituals, so for instance, reading, this involves the 4 elements of connection. So eye contact, appropriate physical touch, presence, and playfulness. So children are able to get all of these important elements of connection from that time that you spend reading with them. So if they are sitting in your lap when you're reading, or maybe if you have your arm around them, they're getting the appropriate physical touch when you are reading the book, and then maybe look at each other to discuss a specific part of the book. You're getting that eye contact, presence, because you are in the moment with your child when you're reading that book. You're not distracted by anything else. You're really focusing on the story and being present in the moment with your child. And playfulness, if you're reading a story, it's a fun experience. It's something that you can laugh and joke and talk together in a very playful manner. The next strategy is reading with children can help them feel safe and connected. So one way to do this is to incorporate reading in a daily routine. And having a daily routine is something that helps children feel that sense of trust and safety because they know what to expect. So creating rituals, so maybe reading the same book in the same area. This could be something where maybe at bedtime, every night before bed, children get to choose between 2 or 3 stories that they want to read. So they know that as soon as they put their pajamas on, they get into bed and then they get to read a story. And this creates that ritual, and it helps feel that sense of safety and connection because they know what to expect. They know that after pajamas, get in bed, then book. The next strategy is reading with children can help them identify feelings. So we can teach children about emotions by talking about feelings and emotions in the stories that we read to them. So we can ask toddlers or preschoolers, what the characters are feeling. Maybe looking at the faces of the characters in the book and saying, what do you think her face is saying right now? If she has a frown, what do you think that means? Maybe she's feeling sad if she's frowning. You can ask children to think about what different situations or scenarios have made them feel that same feeling. So if in the story they're at a birthday party and maybe the character feels really happy and is smiling because they're at this birthday party, you could ask your child about a time that, when they had a birthday party or when they went to a friend's birthday party or any other experience that is similar to what's going on in this story. And you can kind of share that moment and express those feelings in a positive way. The next strategy is reading with children teaches them new skills. So reading obviously helps build communication skills because they are hearing the words to use. So if you are reading a story, say for instance, about some coping strategies or coping skills. So this one here is called Little Monkey Calms Down. So maybe for instance in that book, if you're reading to them and you're saying, when I'm feeling frustrated, I can take a deep breath. Or when I'm feeling upset, I can count to 10. They're hearing these words, and that's what's going to play in their head the next time that maybe they're feeling frustrated or upset. So they're building this communication skills. They're learning the words to use in situations. They're also building empathy. So when children are able to understand that other people might have different feelings about things than we do. So we could be in the same situation and maybe someone else feels differently. So, talking about the different characters in the stories and talking about different perspectives can help them learn that skill of empathy. Another skill is problem solving. So if you are reading a story and say there is a situation where two children both want to play with the same toy. So you can ask those questions, what would you do in this situation? How would you solve this problem? Maybe you could get a timer and each person gets a chance to play with a toy. Or maybe you both pick a different toy to play with so that you both have something to do at the same time. So, talking about those situations, reading stories that have problem solving themes, this is really great to teach them that skill. And then again, self-regulation. So if you're teaching children about ways to calm down or those specific coping strategies, they will be able to remember that or recall that information in a situation that they're feeling upset or frustrated. They can think back, oh yeah, in that story we read, when the character was feeling mad, she took a deep breath and then felt better. So maybe I can try that. And in reading, if we're talking about emotions, we can look at specific books that are tailored about talking about feelings, but you don't have to read a specific feelings book to talk about feelings. Any book, there's always going to be characters that you can, ask about their feelings or what their face is showing us. So if they're smiling or frowning or, whatever the character is doing, there's an opportunity to discuss those feelings. The next strategy is that reading favorite books offers repetition. And so for children, having that predictability of reading the same story over and over again, this is something that, they really love it if it's a favorite book and they want you to read it over and over again. And part of that is because it does offer that predictability. They know what's going to happen in the story. So they know after this page, when you turn the page, then there's going to be the character is smiling and they know that because they've read this book with you over and over and they're happy and they know what to expect. So, again, and just describing pictures and trying to personalize those ideas and events from the story. So again, talking about those specific experiences, maybe in the book, the girl is swimming. So do you remember when we went swimming? It was in the summertime and it was really hot outside. And maybe after we went swimming, we got to eat a popsicle. Wasn't that such a fun time? How were you feeling in that time? So kind of just talking about those specific situations and emotions that happen in those scenarios. And these are some resources in your community to help with building your children's literacy. So the Wood County District Public Library is a really great resource. You can get a library card and check out library books. They have a Bunnies Book Club, which is a group for children. You can sign up for that book club, and they also have YouTube videos where the librarians are reading the stories. So maybe if you want to listen to the librarian read the story and then they show the pictures from the books, you can check out this link here. The next resource is the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And this is a national program that when you sign up for it, if this program is offered in your community, this one is offered in Lucas and Wood County, I know for sure. But if you're from a different county watching this video, you can go to this website to see if they do offer this in your area. And this is a program that once you sign up, every child from birth to age 5 receives an age-appropriate book every month. And then the last resource is called Reach Out and Read, and this is our Northwest Ohio branch. And this is an opportunity for clinicians to share information about the importance of reading at your child's routine pediatric checkups. So the Reach Out and Read program offers a book to children. They share the importance of reading with parents. They show parents, different strategies about how to read with children and how that affects their healthy development. And lastly, this is my resource page. So if you are looking for more resources, please check out our YouTube channel at the Children's Resource Center. You can either use this QR code and just scan it with your phone, or you can go to this link. And we also have a Facebook page at CRC Infant and Early Childhood Connection. The strategies that I shared today were from the DECA, so they come from the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email is riannarr@crcwoodcounty.org. Thanks.